Hey guys, a lot of you want to know what's been going on with us, how we've been handling it, and kind of what's our future looking like. So we kind of just wanted to give you guys some intel and keep you guys get you guys out of the dark. We're not going to go into much detail, I don't think. Right.
Just an overview.
Just an overview of kind of what happened, what we're doing now, and how we're dealing with it. So, let's get into it. Okay, so as you can tell, we're in the hospital. And we'll get to that, but so what I have is what's called PProm. I ruptured, my water broke at 14 weeks and 3 days, and we didn't know until I was about 18 weeks.
Yeah, 18 weeks we found out
that I had ruptured, and so the baby had a bit of no fluid. She went from having all that fluid to having about 2 centimeters of fluid.
Which normally you're supposed to have
around like 12,
13.
Yeah, so
maybe more.
Yeah, so she had no fluid. We found out our doctor really didn't know what to do.
Well, at first we were in Cleveland Clinic.
Well, I didn't want to say where we were at. I didn't really want to say where we're at now.
Oh. Well, we're not at Cleveland Clinic anymore, so.
Yeah. So our first doctor didn't know really what to do. He said to go home and pretty much wait for a miscarriage. It's the opposite of what me and Daniel did. We went home, and we started researching, and I was already about 20 weeks, right?
Yeah, at that point.
Yeah.
Because we went in at 18, and
yeah,
he wanted us to come back in around 3 to 4 weeks for another checkup.
Which was at like 21 weeks, right?
Which was at,
because it was
21 weeks.
My original date.
And we started doing our own research and started finding out more about PProm, and because that doctor pretty much said that there was absolutely no chance, there was nothing they could do. We're going to have a miscarriage and just go home and wait to bleed, and that's it. But we found out through research that more common than we thought, and in the right place with the right doctors, we have a good chance.
So I stayed on bed rest at home, on strict bed rest, and just drinking water for about a month, right? All of December.
No. Some of the research that we found is you can kind of refill that fluid or keep a little bit in there if you just drink pretty much an ungodly amount of water. So, like, some were saying 2 to 3 gallons of water a day.
Because the baby still has all of her organs working, and, her kidneys are producing amniotic fluid, which is her urine. So she was still growing and still kicking. I started feeling her move and everything, so we didn't really know.
We bought a fetal Doppler, so we were checking heartbeat every day, and heartbeat was strong every day, and so.
Yeah, so then around, I think it was like 20, 21, 22 weeks, we decided to switch hospitals because we didn't feel as comfortable with the first one.
Well, we went back to our follow-up appointment, and again, he just pretty much didn't say anything or know what to do, and he was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just see you in a couple more weeks. And at that point, we're just switching hospitals. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing, so.
Yeah, so we switched hospitals, and I actually came in earlier because I was having really bad pains. Come to find out, it was just gas pains. So if you're pregnant, make sure it's not gas pains. And then, so they kept me overnight for that. And then, like, a week later, I think. Yeah. So they came up with this whole plan for me when I came.
Yeah, like where we're at now was amazing. We had a whole
OB,
team come in. We had a high-risk OB, we had an MFM, we had like a high-risk surgeon and all kinds of stuff, and they came in and they made pretty much a game plan, but they knew what they're doing over here. They know a PProm, they've dealt with a lot of people with it, and so.
Yeah, so it kind of made me feel like I wasn't alone. And I mean, I don't want you guys to think that like it was completely easy and we just did all this, like it was boom, boom, boom. No, like we had to take a step back when we found out. It was really hard for us when we found out.
Yeah, it's
because it has taken us 2 years to even have a kid.
So most of you know the struggle we face, even just getting pregnant, and now we have a risk of losing our baby. It was hard on both of us.
Yeah, and even though that I've gotten to 22 weeks, and at that point, it still was, like no matter what.
Yeah, it's hard coming to terms with both outcomes. Both potential outcomes.
Because even though I've gotten to 22, 23 weeks, it's still nothing's promised. So, her lungs is a huge deal right now. So, 2 weeks ago, which I just turned 22 in 5 days or something like that. I got my steroid shots. I got 2, one on both hips. And that's supposed to help the baby's lungs grow.
It's supposed to help all the kind of organs develop faster. But mainly in our case, it's for her lungs because, with no fluid, the lungs kind of have a hard time developing.
Yeah. So, we did that. And then at 23 weeks, I was admitted into the hospital, which was 2 weeks ago now, right?
Almost 2 weeks ago, yeah.
So if you can do that math, we're almost at 25 weeks.
Thursday will be 25 weeks.
Yeah. So our doctors, we see them every day. And, they're like, stay boring. Don't do anything. Stay boring.
Yeah.
Stay calm, collective. Don't try not to stress out. Because they would like to keep her in until about 34 weeks.
Yeah. That's their magic week. That's their magic number is 34. So.
But even at 34, we don't know what can happen. She can still come out and not, be able to breathe or anything, and she can come out with a lot of issues of brain damage and deformities such as like a clubbed foot, things like that. She'd have to have a lot of therapy. Possibly, we don't really know.
Yeah, we're hoping now. We're hoping she comes out and she's perfect.
They're saying.
Oh, we're saying she a lot, so.
Oh yeah.
It's a girl, by the way.
A lot of people don't know that, but it's a girl. We did find out. It was a long time before we were able to find out, but we finally found out.
Yeah, because with the low fluid, a lot of times the ultrasounds weren't clear and the baby's legs were closed, and a lot of times it's hard to tell.
She was being hard-headed.
Yeah, she was being hard-headed. But we've had a couple appointments where, they found out that it was a girl, so.
Yeah, so we've been in the hospital for 2 weeks now. I'm going stir crazy, but I know it's for her, and he knows it's for her, so he's been going to work still. Of course, I can't work, so, it's rough, but we're making it.
Yeah.
He's making it happen for our family. I'm still in school to keep my mind off of a lot of things, because sitting in here can definitely make you think a lot. I think this definitely tests everything we believe in.
Yeah.
Definitely tests our faith, and that's another thing. We've gotten so much into our faith. So, I don't know. I think that we together have kept each other afloat.
Yeah.
And with the help of like our families and stuff like that, and everyone knows that I lost my grandmother the day that I got admitted to the hospital.
Yeah, it's been pretty much rolling punch after another. It hasn't stopped.
Yeah, my mom's still not, up on her feet yet. So that's been really difficult. And knowing that she won't be here for the birth either way is difficult.
Yeah.
So we've been dealing, I keep myself really positive. He keeps me really positive because we know that everything I feel, the baby feels. So we try to kind of keep, I know it sounds bad, but kind of keep the fact that I know, my mom won't be a part of a lot, and I know that my grandma won't be a part of a lot, and I never got to, grieve her. But I will after. There's lots of times for me to be able to cry. It'll be way after this. I just don't want our baby girl to feel any stress or any pain or anything like that, because it's true, what you feel is what that baby feels. And when my heart rate goes up, her heart rate's right with it. So my heart rate has been pretty high, and we've been trying to keep it low. So they're checking me a lot. They're really happy though that I've at least gotten to 24 weeks. They are as well as surprised. They know what to do, but they're also surprised that I've gone since 14 weeks without as much fluid.
Yeah, also they're happy because a lot of people don't know that, the, how do you say it? The survivability. What do you call it?
Viability.
The viability of life, or this not like.
Yeah, it's viable.
Is it viable? Okay. Well, the viability of life is at 22 weeks. So pretty much anything.
It's 22 and 5, I think.
Yeah,
22 and 3, I think.
Right.
Because I got 4 and 5 was my.
Shots. So pretty much anything under 22 weeks, if the baby decides to come or anything like that.
She'd kind of be doing it on her own.
Yeah, it's unsavable, But right now we're at 24, which is a pretty good survivability chance, yeah.
And now that we're almost at 25, and so far so good, knock on wood, she has not had any signs of labor. She has been kicking and flipping around in there like crazy. She kicks the probe every time they put it on me.
Yeah, every time. She hates that probe.
Yeah, they do monitor her a lot. I get monitored at least 3 or 4 times a day, and then for an hour or so every morning at 5 a.m. So they're really on top of it. They're on top of my vitals just in case, because this is really serious for me as well. Because she can get an infection and I can get an infection, and the infection isn't just, oh, you have an infection, let's give you antibiotics. It's, you have an infection,
they're
life-threatening.
You can die. Yeah, they're life-threatening infections for both her and the baby.
Yeah, and since I can't have her vaginally, which is probably a lot for you guys to hear, I can't have her regularly because I do have my placenta's covering my birthing canal. We will have to have a C-section, so they're very on top of that as well, because C-sections take a little bit longer than vaginal in some cases.
Yeah.
So if I do get an infection, it would have to be really fast, like a really fast response. But God willing, we don't have any of that, and
Yeah.
We have a lot going on, I think.
Also, her gestational size was a bit small when they did the last ultrasound, which was, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we first got here, they did
almost 3 weeks ago.
Almost 3 weeks ago, they did
so they'll be doing another one shortly.
Yeah, they did an ultrasound, and they measured the baby, how big it is, how much it potentially weighs. And for her gestational size, she was a bit small. So hopefully the steroid shots and, everything has worked.
Yeah. We don't have one.
Yeah, we don't have anything.
Do you have any today?
No.
No.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So hopefully the steroid shots and everything has worked, and she's grown in there, and she's getting bigger. And
yeah. Yeah. So all we can do right now, and all we can ask you guys to do, is pray for us. pray for our little bean, and honestly, that's all we can ask, is that God be on our side for this, and stay positive. Wait for us to tell you that she's coming home.
Yeah.
And that she's okay. And because if it goes the opposite way, it can be really hard for us to deal with. But again, we're positive. We keep thinking she's gonna be home, and we're gonna have to do her NICU. We're gonna have to do her nursery really fast, and we're gonna have to, try to buy everything really fast. And we were very prepared for her, but this kind of took a turn. So I wouldn't say we're too prepared now.
No, we're not prepared at all.
But
we don't even know how to be parents by our home, so.
So it's gonna be hard. A few people have asked if we were gonna do like a GoFundMe account.
We're thinking about it
because I am gonna be in the hospital for a while. I will have a lot of medical bills.
Yeah, I mean, if she gets to 34 weeks, if we've done the math, that's gonna be like 10 weeks in the hospital.
Yeah, and then
not to mention the time she has to spend in the NICU. You know?
And then our daughter will have to be in the NICU for a while, and that's going to be another boatload of medical bills. Yeah. But we would do absolutely anything for her. So we might post it, we might not. It's still something that we have to talk about.
Yeah.
But if we do, you guys will know. It'll be on our social media accounts, just like everything else is. We're sorry we haven't been open. We have been wanting to tell everybody what's been going on. We just have been trying to wrap our own minds around it.
And now, like, everything is starting to finally kind of calm down. Like, she's off the antibiotics, she's off the steroids.
Yeah.
So right now, we're just pretty much trying to stay boring in the hospital, do nothing, and
but also keep me from going crazy.
Yeah. So I bought a whole bunch of games and everything that we play here in the hospital, and we appreciate everybody. Yeah. My dad sending us flowers, and they're cute little lamb flowers. We appreciate the teddy bears and stuff for her. We ask that nobody at the moment does any baby clothes or no gifts right
now.
Like that.
We're fine if you want to do blankets, things like that, because we know she'll need blankets for the NICU. God willing, she's there. Other than that,
that's another thing we might do. We with this process, we didn't actually have. We wanted to do a gender reveal. We wanted to do a big baby shower.
A really big one.
Yeah, we were gonna do a really big one. We had everything planned, and then this happened, and we, obviously we couldn't do it. So when it's time, God willing,
she's
that
healthy enough.
when it's time, God willing, that she's healthy and ready to take her home and everything, we might do I don't know, welcome home party or something for her, or something like that.
When she's able to be around other people, and we know that for even when she comes home for the first couple of probably month or so, she's gonna have to be kind of more on a lockdown, not really touching anybody or seeing too many people, because she's still gonna be so fragile even when she comes home, because she can come home on a breathing monitor, which doesn't mean she's in the clear. She just is able to not be in the hospital. So we definitely, of course, want to celebrate her, but we just want to also make sure she's safe before we do anything like that.
Right.
But yeah, so we really do appreciate everybody. I know everybody's so invested in her and our story, and we love how much people already love her. And we can't wait to be able to share her with the world. But till that time comes, again, we just ask that nobody buy us any clothes or anything like that yet.
And if you want to visit, we already had a list that we sent out of people who, immediate family and stuff that can come visit. But if you want to visit, just call one of us or text one of us, and they're real strict here, so you kind of have to be on the list. So just let us know. We have to put you on the list, and then you come visit.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's it. I think that we hope that she wants to be with us just as much as we want to be with her.
Yeah, I think she does. I mean, we talk to her, we pray with her, and
You pray with her, and when she comes out of my belly and she's in the NICU, we are going to be reading so many Bible books and Bible verses to her. She's going to know the Word of God before she's even one.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, she's been moving a lot lately, which has been good, and
She moves a lot when we pray with
yeah.
her.
So I feel like she knows. I feel like she, I feel like she has some type of sense that, mom and dad are here, and that,
And mom can't
we want her to
breathe.
fight and all that stuff, And mom can't breathe because she's short, and all her organs get pushed all the way up to here.
Yeah, so my belly's up here now, and she's still growing. And especially with the steroid shots, it was like, and the antibiotics and all that stuff, it was great, kind of.
The antibiotics, in case you were wondering, it's like a concoction of medications that the only thing they're supposed to do is keep PProm women pregnant longer. So I've been asking the nurses, and they're like, I don't know what's in it, but we just know it works. We know that it just keeps, women who rupture early pregnant longer. So
Yeah.
and she had to have like a week of that. She had to have like a week of it from, IV to then she went to pill form, and now she's off of it completely. So with that, and then the steroids for the baby, like a lot of that stuff takes a toll on her because a lot of it has different side effects and stuff that, made you go.
Let's not, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Talk about that. I just know that it's been rough.
Yeah. So she's finally off all that, and things are starting to calm down. And
yeah.
Today she has to take some.
I have to do my glucose test.
Some glucose test. She has to drink some nasty
sugary.
something.
It's a sugary drink for an hour. And I take it, and then I wait an hour, and then they draw my blood. If you're pregnant and you're at after 24 weeks, you have to take this test to make sure you don't have gestational diabetes. Now, because of the fact that, they don't know if she's going to go till 34 weeks or not, it's a gamble. They want to make sure that I don't have diabetes because it can cause more risks on top of the risks that I already have. They don't believe that I do, but just to be on the safe side, we're going to do it. I'm cool with it, but I'm not cool with drinking it. I'm really scared to drink it, actually.
You hate drinking anything that is of like that, so.
Yeah. So I hate drinking anything, period, except for water and coffee. That's about it. But again, we're so positive. I would not have been able to do this. I definitely want to give, I don't know if it's a shout out, but just props to his mom. His mom, when we found out everything was going on, and I know, of course, my mom would have done the same, and she couldn't, and his mom decided,
she really stepped up. She really put her whole entire life on hold to
her entire
when I'm at work to take care of her, and
so she has been with us. She was with me for an entire month and a half, trying to keep me on strict bed rest. Wasn't allowed to cook, clean, do any of that. She was with me from 10 a.m. to sometimes she would stay the night. It was that deep, but she's a beautiful, amazing person. And, we probably wouldn't have gone this far if it wasn't for her.
Probably not,
because I probably would have been straining myself to do other things.
Yeah, even just simple tasks like standing up to cook or just to clean the house or straighten up, put such a toll on her, because she doesn't have that. You gotta think, she has a baby inside there, but no barrier. There's no water barrier to protect that baby. So, that baby feels everything. She feels even more pain because you gotta think that there's no cushion there. So when the baby moves or when the baby does something, she feels everything. She feels, all her insides pretty much being stretched and pulled, and she starts getting these really bad cramps and it's painful. And that's why we kind of keep her from not really doing much. because anything can have such an effect on her and the baby, you know.
Even just getting hit in the stomach
Yeah.
one time, like lightly, it can be like life and death
Yeah.
for her.
And, you know, it just, or anything could cause her to go into labor, you know, and then with her previa, which is that placenta where it's at,
It can bleed out.
she can start bleeding, and, you know,
There's
there's just a lot.
We
there's
don't
a lot,
want to keep, you know, getting you guys worried about my life or anything or her life. It's a very tough situation. It's scary. It is, nothing is out of the woods yet until she is home and off of every single wire possible. And even then, she'll still be with high risk pediatrics.
Mm-hmm.
So she won't be out of the woods for a while, but it's here and there, you know, it's touch and go, and we're just gonna run with the punches. I don't want everyone to know, you know, I want you guys to feel like I'm gonna die, because God forbid that's not happening.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff was before, when we were still at home and trying to lead up to now pretty much, but right now we're in a good place. You know,
we're still at risk, but
you know, she's almost 25 weeks, and you know, every week that goes on, there's a better and better chance. So we're in a good place. You know, she's off all that stuff. She's here at the hospital where they're monitoring her 24/7 pretty much, and really there's nothing else that we can do, you know, besides just wait till the baby comes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. But I think that's it. I think that's all.
You know, they did put us in a really big room, and I got a bed here too. So when I wanna sleep here or whatever, I can. You know, they get us their own bathroom and everything. You know, we're on a nice big floor that has like a family room and everything. So it's nice. You know.
Yeah.
It does suck. You know, she gets stir crazy in here, and
I want to smell the outside air.
Yeah, I try to make it a little bit more homey. I bought, you know, some air plugins and stuff to make it a little bit, you know, fresher than.
Yeah, we decided her animal.
So.
If anybody decides to buy us an animal, like I said, another stuffed animal, we decided her animal is going to be elephants.
Elephants, yeah. Elephants.
Because they stand for strength and loyalty. And for some reason, he decided to buy me an elephant, like, light up thing with the smelling.
Yeah.
The, like, infuser things.
Yeah, it's one of the ones you put the wax in it and it melts.
Yeah.
But it's really cute. It's you plug it into the wall and it's a little elephant.
And he knows I'm not that kind of person where I don't buy, like, animal stuff. I always buy, like, wooden stuff, like, very rustic things.
Mm-hmm.
But he bought that, and I just felt like that was kind of a sign, and it just makes me feel, like, calm. So I think that's what her animal is going to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's going to be orange for the longest time, and now I'm like, I want lavender,
so
actually. So
down the line, if anybody knows how to draw a really good elephant,
let us know.
You know, let us know, and we'll spot you a couple bucks to come paint one in her room. So
yeah, so we're really excited about taking her home. We absolutely cannot wait. We know it's gonna be a long journey, but we're ready for her, I think, and we've waited for it for a while. I mean, we have 2 rooms that are empty at home, so she can definitely take one. She can take both. So, but I think that's all. I keep saying that, and we just keep going on tangents.
Yeah.
There's so much that we could tell you guys about. There's so much that, you know, goes on here, and that, you know, sometimes is a high for us, and sometimes it's a low for us.
Yeah.
We'll keep you guys updated as much as we can. I don't want to say we're going to do this weekly. I don't want to say we're going to do this every other weekly. He works still. You know, I'm not going to do it alone without him, because if I did it without him, I'd probably be bawling, like, just talking about it. But we will try to keep you guys updated as much as possible. So my stomach hurts.
Maybe keep looking at the door, because we think that
they're going to come
people
with
are
that
going to
test.
come in with that test, or people walk by a room and we think that they're going to come in.
Yeah. I do know that a lot of people want to see my stomach, because a lot of people have asked me how big is your belly now. So I will show you guys. Again, it would be bigger if I had...
Did you want to stand up?
Yeah, I will. It would be bigger if I had more fluid, but apparently not. It's not. But because I'm so little and short, it is very, like, out there. It's still out there. You can still tell. But we're going to end with that. Me, you guys seeing where I am. And then we'll probably update you guys probably when we hit about 28 weeks, I think. So in about 2 weeks, we'll probably update you guys because that's going to be a milestone.
We're going to be 25. 28 is 3 weeks.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, how am I in school? I have no idea. Yeah, we'll let you guys know in 3 weeks how we are doing, and 28 weeks is going to be a huge milestone for us. So
yeah, like even if you look it up, like 28, if you make it to 28 weeks, like the chance of survival for the baby is significantly increased. Like it's ridiculously increased from anywhere prior to that. Mm-hmm. It is like it's almost like an 80 to 90% increase from for survivability. So
yeah,
when we hit there, we'll be happy, and I think our stress will go down quite a bit. So
Yep. So again, we'll do a video in about 3 weeks and let you guys know where we're at, and then from there we'll do another We'll probably do another 3 weeks if she hasn't come yet, and it's 31 weeks.
Yeah, but all that is still in the future. It's
we don't know how it's gonna go.
We don't know how it's gonna play out.
Don't pan us on, or don't stick us on. 3 weeks they're gonna have a video up because we have no idea how this is about to go. It could be, this video, and then she comes and it's her birth video. But we're definitely gonna try to video everything that happens with her,
right?
Her birth and everything like that, no matter what happens.
But in the meantime, if you want to talk to her, be my guest, because I'm at work a lot and she gets bored and she gets
I get
antsy,
bored or I get anxiety. Like I have
she gets anxiety. So having people come up here, talk to her or whatever, it helps. Because like I said, a lot of time I'm at work and I can only be up here once or twice a week, So
yeah. Because we still need a house and we still need cars. We still have bills to pay. We don't want to be completely broke when she comes home. Also, I hate hospital food, so
Yeah, feel free to bring her up some. She likes cooked sushi. She likes.
Well, I like raw sushi too, but
but she can't have it, so she can only have cooked sushi. She likes Alfredo. Just anything. Me. Just anything. Just bring up some food.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. No, she has been craving some fried chicken. I brought her up some KFC the other day.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna show you guys, and then we are gonna end this video. So we want to say thank you to everyone, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yes.
Okay, wait, because I need to get up first without looking at it.
How do I get this to flip over?
Excuse me. Oh, I don't know. Just show me.
I'll just do this.
Show them my. Okay, so this is her belly. My belly. I am 24 weeks. I'm looking at him for reassurance because I can't even remember how many weeks I am. This is her. She's in progress. She's growing. So, yeah, that's about it. I have to pee.
Good.
Yeah.
Later.